Good afternoon and welcome to Barking Abbey for WBBL Championship action between the London Lions and the Manchester Met Mystics. Michael Hansen-Morris with you here from Barking as London look to continue their undefeated season domestically and move back to 18-0 as we enter the final 15 days of the WBBL Championship season. As for the visitors, the Manchester Met Mystics on the back end of a double-header, having fallen at home yesterday 58-64 to Durham, and Manchester now scrapping for a place in the playoffs, coming in at 10-9, but a really tough schedule upcoming for the Mystics as they close their season out, including both games against the Lions. These two teams will play next week as Manchester finish with Sheffield, London, Leicester and Durham, and probably need one if not two victories to continue their playoff streak. As for the Lions, with Sevenoaks pulling an overtime victory on the road in Durham, it still looks like we'll be heading down to the final game of the regular season at the Surrey Sports Park in a fortnight's time, where Sevenoaks will need to not just beat the Lions but also clinch the head-to-head in order to take away the league title from London. Team news for this afternoon, starting with the home team, London Lions. Lions back at near full strength, however, Paige Robinson unavailable today, but back into the lineup, Azania Stewart, who missed last weekend's games, and Chantel Charles, both fit and had a good week at practice. As for the visiting Manchester Met Mystics, injuries taking a toll on the team. Rachel James out, having played yesterday afternoon, but unfortunately hurt in that Durham game. But both Anna Shear and Erica Williams are in kit and have been warming up, so may take some part, both having missed yesterday's fixture. Starting fives this afternoon for the Lions. It will be 11 Holly Winterburn, 13 Chantel Charles, 14 Kennedy Leonard, 33 Jo Leedon-Warner and 88 Azania Stewart. And for the Mystics, 00 Erica Meyer, 8 Georgia Jones, 10 Rhiann Bailey, 13 Vanessa Accra and 21 Dom Allen. These two sides, as I said, yet to meet in the league this season. However, these two teams did meet off in the WBBL Trophy quarter-final back at the end of February. It was London Lions at 101, Manchester Met Mystics 46. Lions led by a 20-point, 12-assist double-double from Kendi Leonard. Leonard went 8 of 9 from the floor in the game. And Shanice Beckford-Norton also chipped in just 16 minutes, had 19 points on 7 of 10 shooting. So dynamic afternoon for the Lions backcourt. As for the Mystics, led as ever by Georgia Jones, she had 12 points. And Dom Allen, who's had a really strong season inside for Manchester, had just missed out on double-double with 9 points, 10 rebounds. As the Manchester Met Mystics in their white kit, the first team to appear out of their coaches' huddles. And Lions look like they're just about starting to make their way onto the floor as well, in what has been really busy week of WBBL Championship action. There was 5 games yesterday with wins for Durham over the Mystics, Cardiff, Essex, Leicester and Sevenoaks. And then 4 games today. Earlier on we had Caledonia Pride beating the Sheffield Hatters up in Glasgow 93-83. And then the Sevenoaks Suns beating Durham in overtime on the road 75-73. 2 Cat Car free throws with 3.4 seconds to go, clinching the win for Len Bush and the Suns. And then we also have some late evening action for you as well. It'll be Nottingham Wildcats, Cardiff Met Archers at 6:30 from Nottingham, as both teams complete a doubleheader weekend of their own. But for now, the action here in Barking, it'll be Azania Stewart and Dom Allen ready to go up for the tip. Referee John Letizier with the jump ball, won by Stewart, and Lions off and running Winterburn to Leedon-Warner, and she will lay it home for the early 2. Holly Winterburn, her first season with the Lions, having moved from the Leicester Riders along with Stewart. Winterburn averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals a game. As Accra finding Meyer in the high post, looking for Jones on the backdoor cut, but the pass a little bit too strong. And a early Mystics turnover. Meyer came into this lineup in the new year, having joined from Solent Kestrels, playing WBBL Division 1 last season and sitting out the first part of the season as Mystics in a zone. Winterburn's free, rolls around. Maya with the strong rebound, and Manchester will look to push in transition. Jones cross court to Aqua, will feed Bailey on the block, guarded by Stewart, nowhere to go, has to kick it out to Jones, and the Mystics will reset with plenty of time left on the shot clock. Looking for the high pick and roll, Lions going to look to trap, Georgia Jones splits, and a foul called on the pass on Kendi Leonard for a reach in on Georgia Jones on the pass, and it'll be Mystics ball sideline, new 14-second shot clock, and it'll be Vanessa Aqua to look to trigger the inbound. Maya working baseline, kicks to Bailey, 15-foot corner jump shot, just a little short, and Leadon Warner will get the rebound and push the ball. Finds a trailing Stewart to Leonard, open in the corner, give and go to Xenia Stewart. She blows a rare layup, and Dom Allen collect the rebound, but Xenia Stewart shooting 60% from the floor this season. Her second season back in WBBL, as with Holly Winterburn joining from the Leicester Riders last season. Of course, Stewart decorated GB International and time with TTT Wigan Euro Cup as George Jones pulls up on the free off the screen. Dom Allen keeps it alive, but only two as Xenia Stewart, and Lions will get out of 4-on-3 in transition. Winterburn stops, will take it, foot just behind the line, and Holly Winterburn, no mistake. Shooting 30% from downtown this season, 41% on the floor in total, as the Mystics look to get the ball underway, and Winterburn with the reach-in on Accra, trying to get into the passing lane on the reversal, and it'll be the second team foul on the Lions with 1:50 gone of this opening quarter. And it'll be Bailey this time to trigger from the sideline. Again, Mystics stay in the pick and roll. George Jones off the screen, this time gets it to go. And the GB International, averaging 14 and 7, gets the Manchester scoring underway. As Lions again moving the ball against zone. Charles back to Stewart. Sorry, to Winterburn in the corner. Winterburn gets it back cross court to Leadon Warner, wide open off the flare screen by Xenia Stewart. And Joe Leadon Warner shooting 42% from downtown on the season. Will put the Lions back into a 5-point lead. Allen in the high post, going to drive on Stewart, has to go scoop under the length for Stewart, can't get it to go. And Kendi Leonard will pull down her first rebound of the afternoon, and Lions again in transition. Leadon Warner to Chantel Charles, as Winterburn nearly steals the inbound, but Lions into double digits, just 2.5 minutes gone of this opening quarter. And right now Mystics struggling with Lions pace in transition as Jones goes to work on Leonard. Good D by Leonard, makes it tough, and Leadon Warner with another rebound, and again is looking to push. Bailey can't strip it away from behind. Leadon Warner gets into the paint before being met. Kicks it to Winterburn. Charles in the paint is fouled from behind by Dom Allen, who will help her not end up on the floor. And that'll be the first personal foul on Dom Allen, first team foul for the Mystics. As we have a substitution in for Manchester. It's Maya taking a break, and in for the first time wearing 12, Alicia Moore. As Winterburn catch and shoot from the out of bounds, can't connect, as Alicia Moore was a little bit late getting into her position, as Accra nearly travels with it, but gets the ball to Bailey, and now it's with Moore in the left-hand corner. 14 left on the shot clock. Moore looking for options. Lions in denial. Potential 5 seconds, which gets it inside to Dom Allen just in time. Give and go. Back inside to Allen, goes to the fadeaway over Stewart. Doesn't get a call that she was looking for, and Leadon Warner with another rebound, her third of the afternoon. And Lions again in the half court. Extra pass to Winterburn. Corner triple up and good. And right now, Mystics just can't keep up with the Lions ball movement in the half court on the zone. Jones now looking again for this pick and roll with Dom Allen. Allen slips the screen, leaves Jones nowhere to go. Well guarded by Holly Winterburn, finds Bailey, left wing triple up and good. Rianne Bailey in a 6th year with the Mystics. Makes no mistake, shooting 36% from free this year, as Leonard left open, deep three off the rim, contested rebound pulled down by Dom Allen over Leadon Warner. And the Mystics will bring it up with Bailey looking for more on the left wing. Dom Allen being guarded tight by Chantal Charles, so Bailey will force it, blocked by Stewart. And Leonard running the floor in transition will receive the pass from Holly Winterburn and lays it home for 2. Yet more transition points as well for the Lions. Leading scores at 95 points a game, with 15 as we approach the midway point of this first quarter. Dom Allen goes back door on Stewart and lays it home. Great pass by Moore to find the back cut. And it's 15-8 as Leonard left open on the trail spot. Free just a little bit off to the left, but Leedham Warner rips it away from Rhiann Bailey. Finds Leonard in the corner. Winterburn flashes into the elbow, but Stewart follows the cut in behind. Again, Stewart just can't connect. And George Jones will bring it away. Bailey in the trail spot, trying to find the cutting Allen, but the pass just behind her. And Leedham Warner comes away with it. Quarterback pass to Holly Winterburn. She will lay it home for 2. And Lions now up to 6 points in transition early on. And they've got a 9-point lead. As again we see the Dom Allen, George Jones pick and roll. This time ball swings to the opposite side of the floor. It's Bailey looking for the Dom Allen inside. She gets position over Leedham Warner and lays it home. And Dom Allen up to 4 points personal as again Lions in transition. Leonard to Chantal Charles. And Mystics trying to plug the zone with Dom Allen, but with Allen taking the layup underneath, left open as Anchier heads to the scorer's table below us to check in for the first time. As Moore finds Accra driving past Winterburn, gets all the way to the rim, leaves the layup a little bit short. And again, Lions in transition, 2-on-1. Leedham Warner going to pull up 4-3, no mistake. Joe Leedham Warner, second triple of the afternoon. And time out Jeff Jones for Manchester, who trailed 22 points to 10, 6.5 minutes gone of this WBBL Championship game. And welcome back to Barking Abbey with the London Lions leading the Manchester Met Mystics 22 points to 10 in the first quarter. Lions transition offense causing the Mystics a load of problems. And Anne Shear is checking in for Alicia Moore in that timeout, and a double substitution for the Lions. It's Kennedy Leonard taking a break, and she's replaced by Leah McDermott wearing 25. And Chantal Charles also to the bench, and Steph Ume wearing 31 in as well, as Accra trying to feed the ball inside to Dom Allen. Allen just loses the handle of it. And Mystics with their third turnover of the afternoon, as McDermott gets the half-court offense for the Lions set. Mystics switched into a man-to-man as well. Ume screening for Winterburn. Winterburn drives middle, kicks to McDermott. Fakes the pull-up, finds Stewart, 4 on the shot clock. McDermott from the elbow, drains it. And the Lions into a 14-point lead. Leah McDermott back fit again. Averaging about 12 minutes a game for the Lions as she tries to hit form before the playoffs. As Allen to Jones, long 2 is up and good. And George Jones with a second field goal of the afternoon. The Mystics' second leading scorer on the roster behind Erica Williams, who's yet to check in and having missed yesterday's game. As Winterburn finds Stewart on the free throw line, fake, finds Ume, who fills the spot. Steph Ume just off to the left, and Leah McDermott nearly with the rebound, but Meyer back into the game, pulls it down. And George Jones again looking for the screen. Stewart with the switch. McDermott trying to reach round on Dom Allen, will commit the foul. And third team foul for the Lions, and another double substitution as Leedon Warner and Winterburn head to the bench. And Stewart as well. So in for the Lions, weighing 10, Cassie Breen, 9, Shaquila Joseph, and 3, Shanice Beckford Norton. So Lions with a complete bench 5 into the game. As Jones gets the screen, nowhere to go, kicks it to Dom Allen from just outside the foul line. And Dom Allen continuing her fine start to Sunday afternoon. Drains it, and she's up to 6 points personal. Mystics back within 10 as McDermott driving on George Jones. Doesn't quite get the layup to go. And another defensive board for the Mystics. And George Jones again into the early pick and roll. And Dom Allen doesn't get set on the screen, immediately owns up to the offensive foul, and that'll be her second personal foul. Both Mystics fouls on Dom Allen. As Allen signalling to the bench that she is on 2. But Lions will get the ball inbounds before any potential sub, as Joseph in the high post kicks it to Cassie Breen, who just about saves it. McDermott asking for the ball screen by Joseph, gets to the elbow, kicks it to Beckford Norton. 3 on the shot clock. Joseph receives the ball from Shanice Beckford Norton. She makes a little 8-foot jumper. And the Lions back into a 12-point lead, as again we see the Mystic screen. Dom Allen working on Liam McDermott, goes to a little turnaround, leaves it off to the right, and the ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch, Dom Allen. And it'll be Lions ball with 63 seconds left of this opening quarter. As Lions again set up, this time in a horn set. Ume and Joseph up high. Joseph looking for the ducking, can't get the high low. Lions will now reverse with Shanice Beckford Norton. Beckford Norton gets the switch, open from the elbow, off to the right, but Steph Ume with a strong rebound and will be called for the travel on the offensive rebound. She looked to go back up, but second offensive rebound this afternoon for the Lions. First for Steph Ume, who's averaging 4 offensive rebounds a game, exactly the same figure as she put up in year 1 with Lions last year. So Ume off the bench, averaging 11 and 7 in just 21 minutes. As ball is called for the off the foot of Shanice Beckford Norton. So Mystics will get a sideline possession, new 14. As the former UEL student that played for Barking Abbey WBBL team last year, and she back in her home gym, as Jones trapped on the pick and roll. McDermott with the steal, and Beckford Norton going coast to coast, lays it up for 2. As the shot clock now turned off for both sides, it's Vanessa Accra with the ball. 8 seconds, looking for a guard, nowhere to go at the moment. Jones denied by Ume. Allen still trying to find Jones, going to force it up on the buzzer, leaves it short, and Shanice Beckford Norton, half 3/4 court shot blocked by Vanessa Accra, as Jeff Jones furiously asking for a call on that. Looked like Jones' momentum took her into defender, and referee's happy to let it go. And that will end the first quarter here in London. London Lions 28, Manchester Met Mystics 14. And welcome back to London, where the hometown London Lions, continuing their undefeated season, lead the Manchester Met Mystics 28-14 after the first quarter. Lions getting out in transition with 11 fast break points in that opening quarter, led by 8 points from Holly Winterburn and 8 from Joe Leedon-Warner, including 2 of 2 from downtown Mystics, with 6 from Dom Allen and 5 from Georgia Jones, and it'll be the Mystics with first possession of the second quarter. Bailey to Jones, guarded by Ume again. Lions going for the pick and roll. Allen trying to slip, but the pass just a little bit too far out of the grass. Loose ball, nearly picked up by Vanessa Aqua, but it'll be Lions come away with it. With Cassie Breen back to Beckford Norton, skip pass to McDermott. 3 is up and a little bit short, as Liam McDermott struggles from downtown continue on the season, yet to make a 3 in the WBBL Championship, as Dom Allen on the block working on Ume, gets on the baseline and Ume goes to strip the ball. It's called for the personal foul and Dom Allen will head to the line for 2. Allen a 70% free throw shooter, as Lions make a double change with Leonard, or at least one change with certainly Kennedy Leonard back in, try and see who looks like Coach Mark Clark's talking to Shanice Beckford Norton down way below us. So it'll be Liam McDermott checking out the game for Leonard, as Allen's first from the line, no good. Lions rebounders in too early on the free throw, so Allen with a second attempt. And this time makes no mistake. As Beckford Norton off the screen from Ume, Mystics back in the zone, finds Joseph, 3's off to the right. And Cassie Breen, left foot on the line before getting clattered by Vanessa Accra, and Mystics will get the stop as Coach Mark Clark will use an early timeout. Obviously not happy with something, and he will take the chance to talk it over with his side leading by 13. And welcome back to London, where Coach Mark Clark not happy with something early on in the second quarter and addressing the defense in that timeout for the Lions. And we'll see what adjustments his side make, as Georgia Jones, pressured by Shanice Beckford Norton, will bring it up using the screen of Dom Allen, as Rhiann Bailey on the left wing back in finds Maya. Allen now on the block, 8 on the shot clock, looking inside, and they're going to call a foul on the floor on Steph Ume. That'll be a second personal for the push, second team foul on the Lions. As Jones open, right wing triple, hits the rim twice, doesn't drop, and Breen and Ume nearly collide with each other and lose the rebound, but Steph Ume will control it, and Kendi Leonard getting the Lions into a set. Looks like Lions might not have been in the right spots a little bit, but Breen open left corner, and Cassie Breen knocks down the triple. One of the few people in the WBBL you most definitely do not want to leave open is Cassie Breen, shooting 42.6% from 3, having shot 43% last year. as Jones on the skip pass, long two, short, deflected out of bounds by Ume on the baseline. Cassie Breen also 100% from the line in the championship this season, shooting 19 of 19 from the charity stripe. As Accra finds Allen underneath, and Kendi Leonard called for the foul. Looked like a little bit of ball, a little bit of arm for Leonard, and that'll be her second personal, third team foul. And Dom Allen for the second time this afternoon back to the line. Dom Allen splits the pair once again, and she's up to 8 points personal. And London foul is called on someone. Looked like 00 Erica Meyer for the push in the back, so exactly same call as we have had down the other end on the floor on Ume just a minute ago, and it'll be Kendi Leonard to trigger the inbound. Joseph flashes to the ball, going to work in the post, try and skip it out, deflected, but ball into Ume. She's going to force it up. Tough jump shot, gets her own rebound. Putback is no good as well, as Steph Ume puts it, but Dom Allen trying to find Vanessa Akron, turns it over, and Cassie Breen open left wing, just a little bit long this time, and Dom Allen with the rebound. Rhiann Bailey didn't get back, so it's down the floor, avoids Kendi Leonard, blows the layup, and Cassie Breen back on the play to get possession for the Lions. A little bit scrappy at the moment for both teams. Beckford Norton's going to step into the long two from the corner and drains it. Second field goal of the afternoon for Shanice Beckford Norton, coming in averaging 13.5 points a game. As Jones once again working the pick and roll with Dom Allen, finds Meyer in the high post, back to Jones, drive and kick to Accra, long two up, too long, and Shanice Beckford Norton with the rebound, going to push 4-on-2 for the Lions, drop pass to Leonard, and she'll step into the three and make no mistake. Kendi Leonard, first triple of the afternoon for her, and she's up to 5 points personal. Leonard again trying to average a double-double on the season, as the skip pass from Meyer to Jones, free in and out, and the ball deflected out of bounds, and last touch Rhiann Bailey on the deflection, so Lions retain possession as Chantel Charles back into the game for London, replacing Steph Ume, and Alicia Moore in for Dom Allen for the Mystics. As Leonard to Breen, Mystics still working this 3-2 zone. Shanice Beckford Norton cutting into the gap in high post. Give and go with Joseph. Long two is good again. Same spot, same result for Shanice Beckford Norton. And she's up to 6 points, along with 2 assists, 2 rebounds and 3 steals, as Bailey looking for Jones. Jones has to come in and keep it alive. Finds Meyer, back to Jones, 8 on the shot clock's going to take the three, fading to her left. Contested rebound, Moore bats it down, but it comes to the Lions, 2-on-1. Beckford Norton dishes to Leonard, great pass. Shanice Beckford Norton got Bailey up in the air, and the wraparound pass to perfection. And the Lions lead up to 24 points as we approach the midway point of this first half. As Accra working on the spin move, Breen with the help. Joseph tips it, and again Lyon got a chance to run. Leonard with space in front of her, gets to the paint. Alicia Moore with the defense, but Leonard keeps it alive, finds Cassie Breen. Bailey on the closeout, cannot get in there in time, and Cassie Breen, her second triple. Lions now 50% from downtown this afternoon, 7 of 14. As they lead this second quarter 17 points to 2. As Moore finds Accra, she will drive, lose the ball off her foot, and Joseph will bring it up. Lions 4-on-1. Charles to Leonard, lays it home, and Jeff Jones will use his second timeout of the first half to try and kill the momentum the Lions have right now. As London have poured it on in the second quarter and lead by 29 midway through the first half. And welcome back to Barking Abbey, where the Mystics are trailing by 29. London Lions currently on a 14-0 run. And the Mystics now 7.5 minutes without a field goal. Just 2 Dom Allen free throws in the second quarter. As London look to move to 18-0 on the season. Alicia Moore driving baseline, gets past Leonard, and she will lay it home for 2. So Alicia Moore breaking the field goal drought out of the timeout. Her first points of the afternoon as Beckford Norton, same spot, opposite side of the floor, can't get it to go, and a contested rebound, last touch by Vanessa Accra as Joe Leedon-Warner and Azania Stewart checked in for the Lions during the timeout. So Lions now back with 4 of the 5 starters on the floor, and Shanice Beckford Norton in with Holly Winterburn still on the bench. As Leedon-Warner to Charles in the high post, tries to swing the ball, but Alicia Moore gets a hand on it to knock it loose, and Vanessa Accra will push the ball up to the 3-point line. Dom Allen looking for the ball over the top of Beckford Norton, trapped. Good ball by the Mystics. Jones to Moore, 3 is up short, and ball will go too far out of bounds as Dom Allen was looking to save it. As substitutions look to be coming, it's Holly Winterburn back in for Kennedy Leonard for the Lions. Winterburn with an early 8 points. As Lions in a horn set. Winterburn looking for options. Comes to Beckford Norton, this left hand side. Stewart, head fake, driving on Meyer, gets the contact and gets the basket to go. Azania Stewart, who missed her first 2 opening field goals, will get that one at the 3rd time of asking, and she will have a chance for a 3-point play. Stewart 80% from the line this year. Gets it to go, and the Lions have a 30-point lead in the first half. 4 minutes still to go here in London. As Moore just about gets it to Maya Winterburn, nearly with the deflection. Jones trying to find Moore. Leedon-Warner with the steal, throws it ahead. Beckford Norton will not be caught. Gets the finger roll layup to go, and Alicia Moore from behind, contact on the arm. And she will have a chance to follow Azania Stewart with the 3-point play. As Beckford Norton on to 8 points personal. Another 80% free throw shooter as well for the Lions. Makes no mistake. Lions leading the WBBL in free throw percentage on the season. Of course, led by Cassie Breen with that 100%. As Accra looking for Allen, who has to step out and get it. George Jones on the back cut, not open, so the ball will swing to Alicia Moore. She'll get contact. Azania Stewart not happy with the call. Be called for the blocking foul. It's Alicia Moore on the line for 2. Alicia Moore, 42% free throw shooter on the season, does not get the first to go. Mystics currently 2 of 5 from the line. make that 3 of 6. In fact, all 3 Manchester trips to the free throw line have resulted in missing the first and making the second this afternoon. And still only 5 points in this quarter as Beckford Norton knocked to the floor. Be a pushing foul called on 12, Alicia Moore. 4th team fouls of both teams now. Any further fouls will result in free throws as Rhiannon Bailey checking back into the game, along with Anne Shear for Manchester. 2nd personal foul on Moore. And in fact, all Mystics have committed 6 fouls and 3 players have 2 each as Charles ducks in from the sideline play, finds Winterburn in the corner, finds a cutting Azania Stewart. She will lay it up just a little bit short, and Holly Winterburn keeps it alive. 2nd time of asking. Charles to Beckford Norton, and Rhiannon Bailey aggressive on the closeout. Thinking the shot was coming, Beckford Norton put it on the floor, and a blocking foul on Rhiannon Bailey will send Shanice Beckford Norton back to the line for the 2nd time this afternoon, and Beckford Norton with the chance to become the first player in double digits on the afternoon, in which she does with making the first. Beckford Norton 2 of 2. And Lions still perfect from the line this afternoon. As Leah McDermott back into the game for coach Mark Clark. And immediately working on defensive end, guarding George Jones, 8 on the shot clock. Jones asking for the screen, fakes it, goes baseline, double team comes, Bailey to Allen, loop pass, Allen underneath the basket, 24-second violation. Looks like Lions had got the steal as the clock was expiring, but referees deeming the ball still in Dom Allen's possession. So, sideline ball for the Lions, and they will be set up once again in the half court. Stewart reversing the ball to Leedon Warner. Charles open in the high post, now on the block, skips it to Leedon Warner. Great ball movement by Lions. Leedon Warner's free, in and out. Stewart with an offensive rebound, 8th offensive rebound for the Lions. Leah McDermott free up short, another contested rebound. This time Mystics come down with it. Rhiannon Bailey with her first rebound of the afternoon. And Mystics again into this side pick and roll. Shear on the switch, finds Bailey, 10 on the shot clock. Leah McDermott fronting Dom Allen, and the ball batted out of bounds. And Manchester will have 8 seconds left to work with on the shot clock, 1:40 left of the opening half. And it'll be Vanessa Acra to trigger the baseline play. Georgia Jones going baseline off the flare screen by Dom Allen. 3 rattles in and is good. Georgia Jones' 2nd triple of the afternoon. She's up to 8 points personal along on 3 of 10 shooting. So tough afternoon shooting wise for Jones so far, but is dominant in what the Mystics do. As Leedon Warner off the turnout screen finds McDermott. Winterburn, 6 on the shot clock, looking for the cut of Charles, working the high-low. Leedon Warner on the baseline, gets it to go, and assists Chantel Charles, 18th assist of the afternoon for London on 22 made field goals. And that ball movement paying dividends for the hosts as Jones trapped on the ball screen, forced all the way out to the halfway line as Acra past Leedon Warner, tough layup, and Azania Stewart will pull down her 3rd rebound of the game, and long outlet to Winterburn. And she'll find Leah McDermott, who'll step into the 15-foot pull-up, contested, and McDermott and Bailey both going for the ball. McDermott nearly comes up with it. It's Vanessa Acra who'll come away with it and push it ahead to Shear in the corner. And game will stop with Rhiannon Bailey down, and looks like a little bit of a stinger, but she is up and moving in the backcourt. And it'll be, looks like a bit of a contact between the floor and Leah McDermott and Rhiannon Bailey's ankle, but she is up and looking like she is all right. And Mystics will have 17 left on the shot clock, 33 seconds left on the game clock, so probably 1 offense each for the sides as we close in on half time. And it's Georgia Jones looking for this screen with Dom Allen. Gets it back from Allen, going to drive on McDermott. And foul called from behind on Leah McDermott. That'll be her second personal foul. And with the Lions in the penalty, it'll be George Jones to head to the line for the first time this afternoon. Jones, a 70% free throw shooter. And Manchester again, now 0 of 4 on opening free throws when they've gone to the line this afternoon. And still 100% on making the second as well. So, London Lions 55, Manchester Met Mystics 23, with the shot clock turned off to end the first half. Winterburn cutting, finds Leedon Warner. McDermott now 7 on the shot clock. Leedon Warner wide open straight away, 3 off to the right. Fight for the rebound, pulled down by Georgia Jones. And the game clock will expire as London Lions have a 32-point lead at half-time. Lions shooting 51% in the opening half. And they are 7 of 17 from 3. As for the Mystics, 17 less field goal attempts in the first half, with Lions dominating the rebounding battle, and also Mystics trailing in the turnover battle 10 points to 3. So 10 turnovers to 3. Leading scorer for the Lions at halftime is Shanice Beckford-Norton with 11 points. And Joe Leedon Warner with 10 points, 4 rebounds. As for the Mystics, Dom Allen with 8 points and 6 rebounds. And George Jones leading scoring with 9 points. And we will take a break here from London. A 27-9 second quarter has the London Lions leading the Manchester Met Mystics 53-23 at the break. Good afternoon and welcome back to Barking Abbey for WBBL Championship action between the London Lions and the Manchester Mystics. London are looking like they're going to be in position to move to 18-0 and continue their undefeated domestic season as they lead 55-23 at the break. The Lions led by 11 points from Shanice Beckford-Norton and 10 from Joe Leedon-Warner. And as for the Mystics, it's 9 for Georgia Jones, 8 from Dom Allen at the break. Lions shooting 51% in the first half, including 41 from downtown. And the Lions dominating in transition, in particular early on, with 13 fast break points for London at half-time. And as ever, a balanced scoring effort from Mark Clark's side, with 21 points off the bench already. As for the Mystics, doesn't look like Erica Williams will take part despite being here, having not played yesterday. Mystics leading scorer, and of course her absence along with Lauren Thomas Johnson. A big step to fill for Manchester as they fight for a playoff spot. As it stands, Mystics' remaining games, a fairly tough schedule for Jeff Jones' side in the last 14 days of the season. Next week they've got Sheffield at home and then a big match at Durham, having lost to Durham yesterday afternoon 58-64 at home, and then they'll close the season with London coming up to Manchester on a Wednesday afternoon, and then the Leicester Riders on the road. And Manchester need one, maybe even a second victory to secure their playoff spot. As for the Lions, with Sevenoaks beating Durham this afternoon in overtime, does look like it will come down to the final day of the season at the Surrey Sports Park, with Sevenoaks needing to not only beat London but take the head-to-head as well for the league title. But we'll focus on what is in front of us, which is the final 20 minutes here in Barking. It'll be London with possession to start the second half, with Kendi Leonard, Chantel Charles, Cassie Breen, Azania Stewart and Joe Leedon-Warner on the floor. Stewart finding Chantel Charles cutting through the middle of the lane, layup unable to go, and Erica Meyer with the defensive board for the Mystics. She's joined on the floor by Georgia Jones, Rhiann Bailey, Dom Allen and Vanessa Accra. As Leedon-Warner into the passing lane, steals the ball from Rhiann Bailey and Lions 3-on-2. Cassie Breen floating to the corner, 3 up and good. Cassie Breen up to 9 points personal, 3 of 4 from downtown, as the Lions make their 8th triple of the afternoon. Just under their season average, where they're averaging 8.8 threes, as Meyer fouled by Leedon-Warner on the rotation on the high-low, and it'll be an end-line ball for Manchester. First personal foul on Joe Leedon-Warner. As Accra struggling to get the ball in. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Referee on the baseline has no idea. And it looks like we're going to have a conversation. I think Azania is saying, I touched it, but we'll see. Oh, it's just a conversation between Rhiann Bailey and crew chief John Letizier. And it will be Manchester ball. And it'll be Vanessa Accra to inbound it, 12 on the shot clock. George Jones coming to the near side of the floor, waiting for the screen. Going to pull up. Leedon-Warner contesting it, and Rhiann Bailey fighting for the rebound, but it comes loose, and Chantal Charles full steam ahead in transition, finds Leonard, left wing 3 up, little short, and Meyer with another defensive board. That's her 4th of the afternoon. Stewart on the switch with Rhiannon Bailey, finds Georgia Jones, 8 on the shot clock. Dom Allen trying to work a high-low over Leonard, but the pass just a little bit too long. As Manchester again trying to punish the London switches on the high-low.
Shoot the ball, Erica.
As Kendi Leonard bringing the ball up, finds Azania, high post, dumps it inside. Leonard to Leiden Warner, thinks about the three, and Vanessa Accra with the blocking foul on the baseline. Tried to not commit the foul, but just out the way a little bit too late. It's only her first personal foul, first team foul on the Mystics. As Leonard to Breen on the inbound, finds Chantel Charles. Again, London attacking this Mystic zone. Leiden Warner, Breen, triple up, and Cassie Breen's 4th of the afternoon. And she becomes the Lions' leading scorer on the day, up to 12 points personal. Breen averaging 16.5 a game on the season, despite coming off the bench and only playing 22 minutes a game, is the leading scorer for the Lions on the season. Accra can't get it to go, and Breen on the reverse layup. Assist Kennedy Leonard, her 6th of the afternoon. Leonard up to 9 points, 6 assists, as she looks for another season averaging a double-double. As Jones to Meyer, layup on the weak side goes, and Manchester have their first field goal of the second half that breaks a Lions 8-0 run coming out of the locker rooms. As Charles to Leonard, thinks about the three, pass it back inside. Lions happy to run clock, as Breen pull up is a little long, and Georgia Jones with the board. As Allen tries to fire it ahead, but Cassie Breen with the deflection, it falls into Chantel Charles. 3-on-1, dump pass Charles to Breen, but Lions will bring it out. Leonard gets Bailey in the air, finds the trailing Stewart, and Leonard, ball movement still flying for the Lions. Leiden Warner, pump fake, comes. Leiden Warner doesn't get the call. Good defense by Erica Meyer with the block as well, and it'll be Manchester looking to put together back-to-back scores as Jones drives, leaves it off to the left, and Leiden Warner with Stewart running the floor. 4-on-1, Stewart to Breen, and Cassie Breen will lay it home for 2, and Jeff Jones will talk it over. London leading 65-25 with 6:12 left of the third quarter. And welcome back to London with the Lions leading by 40. Cassie Breen up to 16 points personal, 6 of 8 shooting, including 4 of 5 from 3 in just 11.5 minutes of action. And it'll be Georgia Jones once again to lead the Mystics offense, as she finds Dom Allen. Allen trying to swing it to Accra, battered into the backcourt by Chantel Charles, and the referee saying it's a double deflection. Chantel Charles saying she touched it.
You made a bad call.
And Jeff Jones not happy.
Get your eyes checked.
Even the Mystics bench now get the warning as well, Shaquila Joseph looking to check in for London, replacing Azania Stewart. And Holly Winterburn in as well, believe for Kennedy Leonard. Indeed it is, so Joseph and Winterburn in. And Holly Winterburn now running the point for the Lions. Breen to Charles. Lions looking to skip it. Winterburn, shot clock running out of time. Lions didn't recognise the front court off the back court violation with the 14 seconds. And for just the fourth time this afternoon, turnover by London. Another unsurprising thing about London, least turnovers in the league at 11.6 per game. No individual player on the Lions has 2 turnovers a game average. As Meyer 4 on the shot clock, handing it, looking for an option. Jones going to have to fire it up to beat the shot clock. Leaves it just short, and the fight for the rebound touched out of bounds by Dom Allen. And it'll be Lions possession. Mystics still with just 2 points in this third quarter. As Joseph to Breen, wide open in the corner, in and out off the back rim, but Shaquila Joseph will get the rebound and put it home for 2. Just the fourth and fifth points, second chance points for Lions this afternoon as their lead up to a game high 42 midway through the third quarter. As again, Mystics are looking for solutions. Allen comes all the way to the top to get it. Moore now 4 on the shot clock. Looking for Allen. Long pass. Dom Allen keeps it alive. Finds Meyer as time expires, and she lays it home for 2.
Good play, girls.
And again, Mystics have had some success with the high-low action this afternoon. This time, Allen providing the assist as Leadon Warner on the flare screen finds Breen. Charles wide open right wing, and Chantel Charles drains her first 3-point attempt of the afternoon. She's up to 7 points personal as Lions make their 10th 3 of the afternoon. They're 10 of 23 from downtown. As Allen again in the high post. Alicia Moore finds George Jones. Allen underneath, forced to go to the fadeaway over Charles. Just a little bit too long. Rebound kept alive by Erica Meyer. Just the Mystics second offensive rebound of the afternoon. And they'll convert for the second chance points and see if they can get a stop on the defensive end. Leadon Warner to Winterburn. She'll step into the triple. Acro there to contest, but a little bit too late. And Holly Winterburn with her third triple. And she is the 4th London Lions player into double figures scoring. Now to 11 points personal for Holly Winterburn to go with 3 assists. As Alicia Moore driving on Leadon Warner gets the contact. And Alicia Moore will head to the line for 2. Moore will be a second trip this afternoon to the line. Already eclipsed her season average. As Dom Allen will take a breather, replaced by Rhiann Bailey. And for the line, Shanice Beckford-Norton will check in, and Joe Leadon Warner will head to the bench along with Cassie Breen, as Leah McDermott also into the game. As Alicia Moore can't connect on the first, but does on the second. So Mystics now 5 of 10 from the free throw line this afternoon. All 5 makes coming on the second attempt on the free throws, as Winterburn, guarded by Bailey, gets all the way to the lane. Ball goes around the rim 1.5 times and just doesn't go, and Vanessa Acra will pull down the rebound. She'll receive the screen and find Alicia Moore on the weak side. 10 now on the shot clock for the Mystics. Bailey can't get open, denied by Chantel Charles. Joseph slips, and Moore banks it home for 2. Alicia Moore up to 5 points personal. Moore having a big role with the Mystics this season, filling in with injuries as two Lions players in the same area. It's Beckford Norton finds the ball, finds Joseph, left wing three up, a little bit long. Beckford Norton flying in for the rebound, taps it to Holly Winterburn, her three up, can't go. Joseph again fighting for the rebound, and last touch was off her, so it'll be Mystics ball. And timeout, believe, called by Mark Clark, with his side leading 73 points to 32 with 2:05 left of this third quarter. As Lions just coming out of the timeout called by Mark Clark, continue looking to adjust and improve as the playoffs now just under 3 weeks away. First round of playoffs set for the last weekend of April, and Lions definitely have a busy schedule coming up. On Thursday they head to St Peters, where they'll play the Gloucester City Queens before a double header over Easter weekend, as London will host Caledonia and Sheffield on a double header on Easter Sunday and Easter Monday, as Jones inside to Allen, blocked by Holly Winterburn, and Winterburn tries to keep the ball alive but unfortunately stood on the baseline. Again, Mystics looking for the high low and attacking the switch of the Lions, as Vanessa Accra inbound the ball to no one, but Mystics able to recover it. 8 on the shot clock. It's Anne Shear back into the game. She'll find captain Georgia Jones. 2 on the shot clock, going to drive past Leah McDermott, finger roll up and good. And Georgia Jones, the first Mystic into double figures, as Steph Ume goes straight down the middle of the floor and makes no mistake in transition. As Jones now kicking ahead to Bailey. And Dom Allen having to come all the way out to the 3-point line, finds Vanessa Accra on the low block. Mystics reset the ball, 6 now on the clock. Shear looking for options, Accra comes, gets it, gonna drive as the shot clock expires, throws it up, and Shaquila Joseph will pull down the rebound, and Holly Winterburn looking to push the ball, finds McDermott. Ball movement by the Lions. McDermott opens, gonna put it on the floor, finds Joseph underneath, layup a little bit too strong, but Dom Allen bats it out of bounds. And the Lions will have 7 to work on the shot clock, 47 seconds left of the quarter. As Leah McDermott to trigger the inbound. Joseph to Beckford Norton, 3 on the clock, going to receive screen from Ume. Bailey pushing through to contest, and it does not get called for the foul, and ball last touch by Shaquila Joseph. And it'll be a Mystics ball, 38 seconds left, so see if Manchester look to push for a quick 2 for 1. As looks like then instead use the clock. Jones again in the side pick and roll with Dom Allen. Jones back to the middle, nowhere to go, and a foul called on the reach-in by Steph Ume. Referee's going to give it in the act of shooting as well, so Georgia Jones to the line. Third personal foul on Steph Ume, third team foul on the Lions. as George Jones and Holly Winterburn have a little conversation about the call. And George Jones cannot connect on the first. Jones, a 70% free throw shooter. And drains the second, and Lions will have the opportunity to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Currently, Lions leading this third quarter 20 points to 12. And a stagger screen for Winterburn. Joseph, 5 on the game clock, finds Winterburn. She's going to fire up the three. Batted around, and Vanessa Acker will pull down the rebound as time expires. And at the end of three quarters, London Lions lead the Manchester Met Mystics 75 points to 35.
You don't have 6 missed in the first and 6 on the second.
And welcome back to Barking Abbey, where we're just about to get ready for the fourth quarter of this WBBL Championship action between the London Lions and the Manchester Met Mystics. Mystics first out onto the floor. Looks like it'll be Allen, Bailey, Ackra, Shear and Jones. And London Lions just coming out now with Beckford Norton, Leonard, Joseph, Ume and Winterburn. Win here will move Lions to 18-0 on the season. And the Mystics look set to drop to 500 at 10-10. As Mystics, straight out of the timeout, get another Dom Allen layup with a pass over the top. As George Jones with the assist that moves Allen into double figures with 10 points to go with 6 rebounds. As Ume to Beckford Norton. Lions again looking to move this ball against the Mystics 3-2 zone. Beckford Norton. Long two, missed, but Steph Ume with a rebound. Lions 12th of the afternoon. Leonard now looking for options. 5 on the clock. Hook pass to Beckford Norton. She's going to have to force it up as the buzzer goes and drains it. Shanice Beckford Norton with a tough look, and she gets it to go for her 13th point of the afternoon. As Lions move ever closer to that season average of 95 points per game scored. As Jones' pass a little bit too low for Ackra. And a Mystics turnover. Their 14th of the afternoon. As Beckford Norton, as Winterburn gets an accidental shot to the face, and Joseph popped out as Beckford Norton expected to duck in, and rare Lions turnover. It's only their 5th of the afternoon as Jones finds Shear, run off the 3-point line, tries to hook it to Dom Allen, but Holly Winterburn with the deflection, and she'll come away with the steal, and Lions can go in transition if they choose. So 5 on 3, Joseph from 15 foot makes no mistake, and Keela Joseph with her 3rd field goal of the afternoon, up to 6 points personal. Obviously Joseph joining the Lions in February from Hungary. As Allen, same spot opposite end of the floor, can't get it to go, and Candy Leonard with her third rebound of the afternoon. As Winterburn looking for Joseph inside, but Dom Allen this time with the steal. So back-to-back turnovers now for the Lions. As Accra looking to skip it, finds a cutting Rhiann Bailey, but the ball just slips through Bailey's hands. And Beckford Norton with the baseball pass to Ume, and Steph Ume will lay it home in transition. And Lions back up to a game-high lead of 44 points on this Sunday afternoon. Shear off the elevator screen, not able to be open. And now instead Georgia Jones off the turnout. Both Lions defenders, Candy Leonard and Steffi May, thought they were going out to it, and that left Vanessa Accra wide open underneath. And she'll lay it home, and Mark Clark will decide to talk it over with his side leading 81 points to 39. And welcome once again back to London, as we've got 7 minutes 21 left of this game. The London Lions leading 81 points to 39. First league meeting between these two sides this season. They'll meet in 10 days' time up at the National Performance Basketball Centre in Manchester, as both teams have a busy run of games to close out the season. Lions with 6 games after this to play in the final 14 days of the season. Mystics just 4, but including a doubleheader next weekend, and a huge game for Manchester against Durham. It will be on Saturday, as Beckford Norton with the long two, can't get it to go, and Vanessa Accra pulling down a contested rebound, her 5th rebounder of the afternoon, as Accra inside to Allen. And again, the Manchester Mystics' success has been the bigs working together or on the high-low action this afternoon, and Lions still struggling on the defensive end to limit that, as Beckford Norton 12 on the shot clock, finds Joseph's gonna work on Accra one-on-one, get to the right hand, and she will lay it home for 2. Shaquila Joseph up to 8 points, would closing in on 5 Lions players in double figures, with Leonard on 9, Joseph on 8. As Accra in the high post, guarded by Leonard. She's going to back down, spin into Holly Winterburn, who came to double team. Ball is batted out of bounds. Last touch by Winterburn, and Manchester will have 2 seconds to work on the shot clock. Jeff Jones calling in a play, trying to get the players in the right spot. It'll be Georgia Jones coming to the near corner. She's going to be open. Ball in and out, and Beckford Norton with the rebound. Lions can go 3-on-2, and the ball off the foot of Rhiann Bailey in transition. And it'll be Shaquila Joseph heading to the bench for coach Mark Clark. Azania Stewart back into the game. And Candy Leonard to trigger the baseline out of bounds. Winterburn on the receiving end of the pass. Ume on the ducking, kicks it back out. Stewart from the elbow, off the rim, and finally we get a friendly roll. It feels like both ends for both teams. Every time the ball's gone off the rim, it's just rolled out this afternoon, but Azania Stewart gets her 2nd field goal of the afternoon. And the Lions up to 85 points. as Allen flashes to the high post, finds Alicia Moore. She'll drive baseline, wraparound pass into the hands of Beckford Norton. She will go coast to coast. Jones unable to get in front, and Beckford Norton lays it home 4-2. And Lions have their biggest lead of the afternoon, as Jones, trapped in the pick and roll, finds Moore on the weak side. Alicia Moore's free off to the left, and Beckford Norton will track it down once again and receive the ball back from Leonard. Walks straight into the 15-foot jumper, leaves it short, and Alicia Moore thought she committed a violation, just batted the ball, but she never picked it up, and instead just goes straight into the hands of Holly Winterburn for the easiest steal she'll get all season. Winterburn drives, splits the D, and Steph Umay lays it home for 2. And timeout called by Jeff Jones. Wants to talk it over with the London Lions lead approaching the 50-point mark.
Well, I'm taking a feed for that, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's right.
What's the quarter scores this quarter? 14?
14-6,
Okay. Have you got the others? I've got 28-14,
27-9,
20-12.
yeah.
Well, that is okay then.
And welcome back to London, where we've got 5 minutes left of this WBBL fixture between the London Lions and the Manchester Met Mystics. The penultimate WBBL game of the day. Already wins for Caledonia and Sevenoaks in overtime. And then a 6:30 tip tonight in Nottingham will be the Nottingham Wildcats against the Cardiff Met Archers. Big game for Nottingham in the playoff race as they look to push out the Mystics. A little bit short, Mystics looking like they'll drop to 500 on the season here, as Lions working against the zone once again. Bailey pushing Azania Stewart out the way, and that will be her second personal foul, first foul of the fourth quarter on either team. And it'll be sideline for the Lions. And it'll be Cassie Breen to collect. Umay going to set the screen. Breen nearly throws it over the head of Leedon Warner. Hook pass to Stewart. Umay on the ducking, going to drive. Bailey gets her hands on the ball, but also on the arm. And that'll be a second quick foul on Rhiann Bailey. And third for her, second team foul. Lions only 4 free throw attempts this afternoon. 2 of those were on and ones, as Breen open and makes the triple. Rhiann Bailey nearly picked up a 4th foul and a 3rd in about 8 seconds, but just about managed to avoid the feet of Cassie Breen on the closeout. Cassie Breen now up to 19 points, including 5 of 7 from downtown, as Jones slips the screen, but Azania Stewart reads it, and she will bring it up as a point centre, finds Leedon Warner to Leonard, and Leonard just out of the grasp of Cassie Breen. And a rare turnover for the Lions, only their 7th of the afternoon. As Alicia Moore back into the game, guarded by Breen, going to beat her into the middle of the paint. Goes to the almost trick layup over her head to get it over the contest of Stewart, but fortunately for Moore, can't get the roll as Leedon Warner tries to fire it to Breen in the corner, but Lions trying to be a little bit too unselfish with the ball movement. Leedon Warner had the open look, as Accra to Umay, and Umay in the passing lane throws it ahead to Breen. 2-on-1. Leonard finds Umay, and she is wrapped up, and that'll be an unsportsmanlike foul on Alicia Moore. No attempt really at the ball over the shoulders of Cassie Breen, so Cassie Breen will go to the line for 2. And Lions will retain possession after the shots. So it's foul on Ume, not Breen. My apologies, as Liam McDermott will check in for Kendi Leonard. Presumably that'll be Leonard done for the afternoon. And as long as Ume makes one of these free throws, it'll be 9 points, 9 assists on the afternoon for Kendi Leonard. As Ume makes the first. Lions still perfect at the line, 5 of 5 now. Ume, a 76.5% free throw shooter, and she goes 2 of 2. And she will come out the game as Shanice Beckford-Norton enters for the Lions. Ume will also finish with 9 points to go with 4 rebounds, 3 of those on the offensive end. As Breen on the flare screen, feet on the line, so it'll be a 2, but does not drop. And it'll be Vanessa Acra to bring the ball up. Mystics again in the side pick and roll. Bailey this time nowhere to go, looking for options. Dom Allen working the high-low. Maya gets it to go. And Maya continuing a perfect afternoon from the floor. She's now 3 of 3 for 6 points to go with 6 rebounds. The American who played for Solent WBBL last year, as Mystics will get the ball back as Shanice Beckford-Norton can't pull in the rebound. As Moore hands it off to Acra. Beckford-Norton locks it loose but can't keep the ball in bounds, so Mystics will retain possession. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. As Moore waiting for the back screen from Dom Allen. Moore, 2 seconds, going to have to fire over Breen. Looks like it was tipped by Cassie Breen, and Azania Stewart will pull down the rebound. And Leadon Warner trying to find Breen in the corner, but Acra in the passing lane. She will push, gets a little bump from Azania Stewart, and Vanessa Acra will chance to complete a 3-point play. Unfortunately, that will ruin our fun start of the afternoon up here from the commentary booth, with Mystics. Every time they've been to line, it's been for 2 shots, and they've missed the first, make the second. So either way, one of those streaks will happen, will end, because there's only 1 free throw. So we'll see what Vanessa Acra can do at the line. She makes it, and she's up to 7 points personal on the afternoon, just above her season average of 5.5. And we'll see if Lions can get above their season average in points per game, as Breen wide open from the top, can't get it to go, but Leadon Warner with the putback misses it. Beckford-Norton with another offensive rebound, and Alicia Moore with the reach in on the cut by Cassie Breen, but it's only the 4th team foul on the Mystics, 4th on Moore. So it'll be baseline ball for the Lions, as Rianne Bailey will head to the bench, presumably done for the afternoon with 88 seconds to go. And it'll be Liam McDermott to trigger the inbound, finds Leadon Warner, comes to get the ball from the top. And now Lions looking for the pick and roll with Azani against, as Alicia Moore jumps in the passing lane and somehow finds Vanessa Acra. She will get inside, blocked by Stewart, but a foul is called on Liam McDermott for the push with the body, and Vanessa Acra will go back to the line. Acra, a 75% free throw shooter. And makes the first. Reminder that London Lions in action on Thursday at Gloucester before they head to UEL for a home doubleheader Easter Sunday and Monday. They'll welcome the Caledonia Pride and the Sheffield Hatters, as Cassie Breen in the corner towed the line again. So long 2 for Cassie Breen, and she's up to 21 points personal on the afternoon, leading score for the Lions. As Mayer on the block finds Akron. She'll take a rare free, a little bit long. Fight for the rebound, kept alive, but unfortunately ends up in the hands of Leedon Warner. And Liam McDermott will bring the ball up, finds Beckford Norton. McDermott now to Breen. Ball zipping from the lines. Beckford Norton left wide open. Has got no choice really but to shoot. That leaves it short. Dom Allen with a rebound, and the shot clock, game clock differential is about 1 second. So Mystics will have one final offense this afternoon. As Anne Shear, whose former home court is here at Barking Abbey, trapped on the ball screen. Moore will drive and be fouled on the pass. Foul on 10, Cassie Breen. First personal, third team foul. And now the shot clock will be turned off with 6.4 seconds left. And we'll see if Mystics indeed do run a play. To get one final look, Shear on the flare screen, stays in bounds, going to fire up a free off, and ball will head out of bounds as time expires. And that will do it here from Barking Abbey. London Lions 96, Manchester Met Mystics 48. Leading scorers, Cassie Breen with 21, as we've just mentioned. One of 4 Lions in double digits. Shanice Beck from Norton with 15, Holly Winterburn with 11, and Joe Leedon Warner with 10. As for the Mystics, 12 each for Georgia Jones and Dom Allen. Allen also leading rebounder for Manchester with 7. And Kendi Leonard with 9 points, 8 assists for London, who moved to 18-0. Manchester Met Mystics dropped to 10-10. And they will have a big week coming up for the playoffs. They will host Sheffield next weekend on Saturday before travelling to Durham in what looks like a must-win game for Jeff Jones' side. But as for us, that will do it here at Barking Abbey. London Lions 96, Manchester Met Mystics 48. From Michael Hanson-Morris, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll speak to you next week from UEL.